Hello, my name is Tia, and this is Musings of a Mystic. And I'm back with another pick card reading. Today, the question is who has a crush on you right now? Pile number one is Rose Quartz. Pile number two, uh, Unicite. And pile number three is Malachite. While you're picking your cards, I will say that I do personal readings through Instant Go and email. I also accept tips and donations. And if you need to contact me for any reason at all, my email is down below. So I think that's it. Oh, I also sell crystals on eBay. Ooh, fancy. If you haven't chosen your pile yet, 1, 2, and 3, pause the video, and I will be here when you get back. But if you have, we're going to go ahead and start with pile number 1, which is, again, you probably can't see that that's rose quartz, but that's rose quartz. So I'm going to put this up there. Gonna put those up there, and then we're going to take these. This is the Romantic Angels, and I forget what that one is. I'm gonna put those over there, and then we're going to shuffle the deck. Who has a crush on the Seeker right now? Which means whenever you're watching this video. This is just a fun little video. Remember that general readings aren't always going to resonate with everyone, so this is just kind of for fun. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Sometimes it happens that way. If you need a personal reading, remember I do those, and my information is below. Oh. Eight of air, 6 of air, King of earth. This might be somebody that you left behind. The 6 of air is about, well, let's read the card. This is the 6 of air. It says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. In the original card, there's a man like ferrying a woman and a child away from a shore, away from rough waters, toward calmer seas, easier times. Page of air. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging information, delays, or changes to plans. Truth delivered with without tact. I feel like it's somebody who might be watching you on social media or at work. I say at work because the King of Earth can be a boss. Generally, when he pops up for me, he's a boss at a job, or somebody who kind of could be an entrepreneur, or somebody who has like a manager. If it's not like your boss, it could be like your manager, or somebody who is a shift lead or something, somebody who's like a little bit above you in rank at work. If it's not somebody at work, it could be just like a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, um, somebody with a fair amount of money. It says generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, and the Midas touch. I'm kind of feeling like it might be work related though, because of these other cards. It says eight. We have the 8 of air here, where it says an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. And then there's the 6 of air. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation of taking a trip. This person, the reason why I feel like it's somebody at work is because they feel like, I feel like this is about them. They feel like they're trapped. They're afraid to act on their feelings because they work with you. They work closely with you. Like they don't want to, like, especially if it's a boss. I can't talk today. Especially if it's a boss um, that has a crush on you. Now you know how that can get complicated and difficult because sometimes there are rules at work where you can't date inside of your pool of employees or coworkers or whatever because of whatever reason. And it kind of looks like sorry, my child came downstairs. It kind of looks like this person may be watching you intently. It's weird because there's a group of people in the back watching this horse. There's a bunch of horses in the background. There's a bunch in the back watching this horse. And then there's this guy, he's looking back at this horse. And then the page of air is part of the spy family. Somebody who often, somebody who, the page of air, the queen of air, the king of air, and the knight of air, they all come out when somebody's like gathering information or spying. Like I said, on social media, they might be looking at your posts, they might be like watching what you're doing. It just looks like you might be able to identify this person by how they look at you. If they look at you, you catch them like looking at you for a longer period of time, and like you feel like their eyes are on you, and then you look over at them, and then they turn their head real quick. Then that's how you know that this is the person that I'm talking about in this reading. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be somebody that just embodies that King of Earth spirit. So here's what I got so far. It's somebody that I feel like is at your workplace who is watching you. Could be an earth sign, feels like a boss or somebody who has some rank on you. Um, an older person could be like, I feel like this person's probably a little bit older than you are. And if they're not a work person, so they have a lot of money or they have, they own a business, take it how it resonates with you. I kind of feel like I said, I keep getting at work because I feel like this is you as the horse. You're singled out, and then there are all the coworkers in the background that are kind of like milling around. Then again, single horse, a bunch of people or horses in the background. So keep that in mind there when you're trying to figure out who it is. Again, with the horses. Reconciliation, somebody from your past returning to your life. And that kind of goes along with the Six of Air. If there's somebody you have in mind that is from your past, like an ex or somebody that you just was your boss in the past and you guys just never went anywhere, I feel like, because this card can indicate a past life connection, but I feel like this is somebody that you met in the past, that you worked with, if you're not still working with them now, that you either felt stuck about or they felt stuck about you because of the job situation. You are limitless. Recognize the truth. You can do anything you choose to do. There's definitely a feeling of stuckness here for somebody, and somebody else is being watched like a hawk, basically. This person definitely has their attention on you. You definitely have somebody who is having a crush on you. Um, I'm definitely getting somebody from the past, or somebody that you may have also had a crush on for a little while, but then you guys kind of, maybe like I said, because of work, you guys kind of just decide not to go there, and one or both of you kind of feel stuck and afraid to take action because perhaps you still work with this person. And if it's not that you still work with this person, you worked with them before, and they're feeling stuck because they don't know if you still, if you would even still remember them. Definitely getting a feeling of somebody just feeling like really stuck and just sitting back and watching. It's like they want to reconcile, they want to come back and say, hey, remember when you worked with me that time? But then they're like, I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know if she's going to remember me. She or he left the situation. But it's definitely like in their head because these are sword cards. So it's like all still in their head. They're like watching, appreciating this unicorn that you are, but that's a horse. Unicorn is here. Just singling you out and watching you, but feeling like they're not able to do anything about it, even though they're limitless and they can choose anything. They can do whatever they want to do, but they feel like they can't because of whether it be work or some other reason like that. Work, school, family connections. Not like, the nasty, but like, oh, you're my sister's friend and I can't, I feel like I can't tell you that I like you because you're my sister's friend, like that. So I hope that wasn't extremely confusing. Basically, what I'm getting is that it feels like a work situation where one or both parties feel stuck because it's work and they don't want to get in trouble, basically. If it's not you working with this person, you like worked with them before and they want to come back into your life, but they don't know how and they feel stuck because maybe you left or you guys just like drifted apart and they still like you. They're still very focused on you and they probably most definitely watching you, whether it be at work or online. IRL or online. So I hope that made sense to you guys. Let me know if you recognize the person. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Pile number 2, Unikite. Unikite is so interesting because it's got like green and pink in it. It just looks interesting. Like, strange. Anywho, we're going to put those to the side. And we're going to see who is crushing on you right now. Crushing on a singer right now. That fell out. I don't take the cards that just fall out. What fell out was it's a recognition and reward. We'll see if it comes back out again. But since these cards are so big, I don't just take whatever falls out because it's hard for me to shuffle them. Financial and material changes. Sometimes when I get that card, it kind of makes me feel like the person is married because of the focus on the ring right there. It might be the wrong hand though. The universe, which is the world card. Throat chakra card came out, and conflict and defeat. So this particular situation may have come to an end. It might have been very difficult with this person, and this is the Five of Swords, the Throat Chakra card, and the Material Changes card. And there's the Four. Discontent and boredom is the Four of Cups. This person either you. Let me look at these first. Past life relationship and like attracts like. Past life relationship. You have known each other before, and like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. I was getting ready to say either it's just like nobody right now is really crushing on you, um, or the person that is crushing on you is having a very difficult kind of situation. What I'm getting for this pile is it's something that ended. This is the past life card, and this is the universe card. Now, past lives are lives that are in the past that have ended, right? Things that are no longer going on right now. Now, even if it's just one, you know how you live many lives within one lifetime. Like I was a CNA, that lifetime is over because I quit doing that. I was a college student, that lifetime ended because I dropped out. So it's like those two are lifetimes, right? So in a past life, maybe in this lifetime, you met this person and you know this person from this life, or you know this person from a past life. Like if you uh, haven't had any connection with this person um, in this lifetime, if you have a person in your mind that you're thinking about and you're wondering if that's the person, if you haven't had any connection with them in this lifetime, then it's from a past life. For some strange reason, I'm looking at this here. This is a man and a woman. They're kind of sitting there hugging and kissing. This one, they're kind of sitting there and hugging and kissing. And then I kind of feel like it was somebody that you had a relationship before, because my eyes keep going to that where these two people are, together and they are hugging and kissing. And I keep getting the holding a torch. Somebody's holding a torch for you. Somebody's carrying a torch for you. And it's probably somebody who is very much like you at one point, and you might not like want to admit that maybe you've got some difficult traits. Like attracts like. If you're longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. I'm feeling like whatever connection you had with this person was very difficult. Maybe it was a bad breakup, because it's the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is not a good card. Well, it's not a bad card, but it's not it's not the easiest card to get in the deck. Generally, it's about fighting and losing horribly. Like somebody being underhanded and nasty, like a really bad, nasty breakup. You know what I mean? Like something just terrible that feels terrible. That's not necessarily like physically terrible, but like mentally, emotionally taxing. Something like that happened. And I still see this little candle down here where it's like, yeah, we had these difficulties, but so what? I still like her or him. I'm still attracted to her or him. When I see this card, I always feel like it's somebody that turned their back on the good things in life. I feel like it was pettiness. This person was petty towards you, or you were petty toward them, just take it how it resonates with you. There was pettiness here and difficulty, and you guys like went your separate ways. And the reason why you guys had such a hard time was because you were so alike. Like this person was your mirror, could be your twin flame. This person was a mirror or a soulmate. Um, and they mirrored back to you the traits in yourself that you didn't necessarily like. So you guys ended up like ending it and bringing it to an end. 21, the universe. This is the world card. It's where things come to a close. It's the closure card, basically. Things came to an end. Things ended, and you guys like went your separate ways. Now you guys are maybe one of you got married, and this person is still carrying a torch for you. Now that's not a crush to me. That's like it can be. It's a fine line where it could be obsession, or it could be like true love. You know what I mean? Or both. I mean, you could be obsessed with somebody and truly love them. I feel. And the throat chakra card, I feel like it's just talking about the communication. Um, you guys might have had a fight, and it's also a 5, which is difficult. I kind of feel like maybe there was a fight, and you guys went your separate ways, and it was a nasty fight. Okay, not just one of those. Oh, I've got words, you've got words. Let's try and yell at each other and come back, and then just hug and kiss and make it all look better. It's one of those fights where you're like, I'm so done with you, and then you don't talk to them for 5 years, but they still love you. You know what I mean? Financial and material changes. This is the 5 of Pentacles, where I just feel like this is talking about losing something valuable, with like the friendship that I just was talking about. I feel like you guys were friends or connected in some way like that, and then there was difficulty. The relationship ended, but it was because you guys have lived past lives together, or you've known this person for a very, very long time, and you guys were just so alike that you kind of mirrored back to the other one the bad traits that they felt like they had, but they maybe weren't admitting they had. And then the fight was like really, really bad, like one of those knockdown, screaming, yelling for days, I'm so done, I'm not coming back kind of fights. Then that valuable relationship was lost, came to an end, and now I feel like they're depressed right now. And then the pettiness wasn't worth it in the end. And they're just looking back like, I really shouldn't have done that. I miss that person. I still love them. I still, have this connection that I have to them. And I feel their sadness. I feel their like, you know, they're hurt. And they're like, I really shouldn't have done what I did. And now it's too late. I feel like I'm just going to start tearing up right now. I'm not even the person this reading is for. Yeah. So difficult. This one is a difficult one because it's just like, you had nice connection and then it ended over pettiness, and now one or both parties are just sitting back taking stock saying, I just really don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done what I did, and now I am missing this person and I still have feelings for them. So pile number 2, I hope that that you work it out. Like if you need a personal reading to clear up some more of that information, email me. If you don't, but you like the reading, just make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. All right, pile number 3. Pile number 3. What do we have here for you? Remember, this is a general reading. And it's okay if it does not resonate with you. That just means that it's for someone else. It happens that way sometimes. All right, guys. Who has a crush on you right now? Who is crushing on you right now? And this video is evergreen, which means that there's no limit. It applies to you whenever you watch the video. Ace of Earth, Nine of Air. We're going to see if that comes out again. Ace of Fire. Okay. Now, I'm not taking these cards because it's so hard for me to shuffle the deck that I feel like it could just be anything falling out because I'm having a hard time shuffling the deck because it's so huge and my hands are so small. So, we're going to see if they come out in the very end. Is crushing on my seeker. Is crushing on the seeker. That was a weird shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. I feel like it's a woman. Here's the Fool card. Could be an Aries. I'm definitely getting like a fire sign because even though this is this Scorpio card, I'm just looking at the fire. The Phoenix is dying in her hands. There's a bunch of this 10 of fire, and this is the 8 of fire. I'm getting this, and the Ace of Fire fell out too. So I'm kind of feeling like this might be an Aries or a Sagittarius. Definitely feeling like a Sagittarius, or for some reason I'm hearing Aquarius, even though that's not a fire sign. Scorpio. Weird. Pisces. The other fire sign is... Right now, I cannot remember. Sometimes when that happens, it just means that that's not that fire sign. It's not that sign if I can't remember it. Because the ones that just pop into my mind, it's weird. Sometimes they aren't that particular zodiac category, but it pops into my head. People are like, oh yeah, he's an Aquarius or whatever. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just take what comes to me. This person feels earthy, even though they seem to be a fire sign. Show simple acts of kindness. I feel like this person might give you stuff for no reason. Like, oh, hey, you want this bottle of water? Or, oh, can I get you a cup of coffee? Or, I'm going to do this for you if you'd like for me to. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I kind of feel like they might, it says love yourself first. They might kind of focus on you more than they focus on themselves, even though they probably should focus on themselves more. Um, I feel like this person is very kind, very like a gentle person, and they show their interest by giving gifts. They seem to have the love language of gift giving or gift receiving. People tend to show love the way that they receive love. Every time I get this, especially with this card, I feel like this person is trying to like form uh, the right words, or they're trying to write the right note, or they're trying to um, create the right way to tell you how they feel. They write the text and they don't send it. They write the letter and they burn it. The reason why I'm saying that here is because I just see her burning, watching the phoenix die in her hands. It's like something burning up. This is the card of Scorpio. It is the death card. But what I'm getting from it is more of a burning. Something is burning. There's just a lot of fire here. I feel like this person is very nurturing. I'm also kind of getting a Cancer vibe from this person. They might baby you a little bit. It might that's probably a good way to figure out who it is. It's the person that's like, always kind of concerned for you. Oh, let me do this for you. I'll do that for you. And maybe it's somebody that you're not necessarily attracted to because they seem to come off maybe a little strong. And here's the full card. Oh, I picked up two. There's a lot of females on these cards. And again, with the burning something, I just kind of feel like this person is unsure of themselves, which is why the Love Yourself card came out first. Love Yourself First card. But I do definitely feel like it's a female. She could have blonde hair, kind of like an elf, like a waifish, blondish, palish sort of person. I'm getting a lot of cards of somebody alone. The only card here that has another person on it is this one. And it has a feeling of desperation about it. This person might be very focused on you. It also may be somebody that you communicate with for a little while, but then you kind of like separate from them. Maybe partially. If you Here's what I'm getting, a feeling of desperation. Like you might have picked up on that and decided to cut off communication with this person. You might have blocked them, and they still kind of write to you, but they're never gonna send these letters. I'm just getting a very it if it's your desperation, then this might be more about you than them. Um, you might be asking about somebody that you're like desperately in love with, and you're trying to find the right words. You're maybe trying to figure out if the person that you're asking about, if that person is crushing on you, and if that's the case, and if you're like, I just need to know, you would know who you are if you're honest with yourself, and you're like, okay, I am definitely desperately in love with this person. This reading might be about you. But if you're honest with yourself and you're like, I'm not desperately in love with anybody, then this is the person that is crushing on you. And it's one of those like first love, puppy love. I'm following you all over the place. Like I want to give you everything kind of loves. Kind of like a little bit bordering on obsession. And it might be like somebody who was a little bit younger than you. And it's like, oh, I will love you forever, and this, that, and the fourth. And then, how things happen, especially if it was like a high school thing, high school or early college, where you just kind of, you never really have like a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever. And then all of a sudden, this one person comes into your life and makes you feel all these things. And now you're like hooked on it. This is that kind of crush here. Anyway, I kind of feel like you would be able to identify the person from what I've said, where they want to do things for you and take care of you and nurture you, and you might already have a feeling that that person has a crush on you, but you're not sure why they're being so nice to you. It's because they're crushing on you. So if there's a person in your life that's just being really nice to you, and it's somebody that would have a crush on you, like not, oh, my cousin's all of a sudden being very nice to me, then don't, that's probably not it. But if it's like somebody at work or at school and they're just being really nice to you and like always there for you and just taking care of you and doing all this stuff that is like outside of the bounds of like just a regular friend, a regular friend might buy you a bottle of water once, right? Once in a while. But every day this person's there with a bottle of water or candy or something, or they're, doing your homework for you, volunteering to do your homework for you or whatever, then that person's like in love with you there. So I hope that made sense. Look out for the people who are kind of hanging around just to be around you, finding reasons to be around you, giving you things for no reason, and just kind of madly in love with you. They're obviously interested in you, and you're not sure why. The reason they are is because they're crushing on you pretty hard. So I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope that I wasn't confusing. I can ramble sometimes because the energy is so thick that some of the storylines mix together. But I hope that made sense, and I hope that you find a peace or whatever it is you're looking for here, a relationship, or the right way to let this person down. So anyway, that is the end of this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to contact me, my email is below. Like if you want to buy crystals or you want to buy a reading, my email is in the description box below. And that is basically it. Ta-ta for now.